Yo, yo, yo. Sunday. How's everyone? Weekend is over for me. Back to the Monday morning tomorrow. Who we got? Alex, Ava, how's it going? Dion, how's it going? How has your weekends been? Not many hours left until your immortal reign begins, so you can chill for 7 weeks. Nice, man. Look at this. Look at this. 51 Necros in Legend. 51. $13 wizards. 19 barbs. Wow. 5 monks. Oh. 29 demon hunters. Makes sense. 19 crusaders though. 13 blood knights. Tempest. Feel sorry for Tempest. Only 4. Druid. 10. But 51. Hey, how's it going? It's definitely Prax. I recognize that logo. Apparently I was just looking online. And literally says on here, and this was dated June. Let's just check my levels. Let's go here. That's better. Hello over on Twitch. But yeah, this was dated June. YouTube is now using @handles instead of display name in live chats. This is probably to reduce impersonations since handles are unique and won't have duplicates. I was trying to find a more up-to-date thing, but June is literally as far as I can, the earliest I can see. Just seems really weird. Yes, so this is what Google AI is now telling me. YouTube, and this is up to October. YouTube is implementing handles, which are unique identifiers starting with @ in the livestream chat as of October 25, replacing channel names in combat to impersonations to provide a more transparent environment. The change is rolling out gradually, allowing creators to identify and tag viewers more accurately, and we will eventually enable mobile tagging of other users. Stupid change. What is this? What is this? So guys, you gotta start changing your handles. I can't believe they did that. It just seems so weird. Like everyone gets used to one name and then suddenly they're like, guess what? We don't want you to get used to that name. Have another one. Okay, what we're going to listen to today. I mean, we're going to do some PvP, so we've got to have a bit upbeat. And then we're going to do some finishing up on stuff. Let's go. At least we've got an exciting week coming up, right, guys? We know we've got patch week. I love patch week. Patch week is so good. Especially when it's this patch week, right? New essences, new stuff going on. It's going to be good. Okay. Let's get comfy. See if we can push up from level 20 or from rank 29. Necro is pushing this season is going to be difficult. With the amount of Necros that are playing, just makes it really tough, right? I don't think I'm going to end up in the top 10, I don't think. But it would be nice to. At least all of us should be, what, 1100 or 1100 early on in the week. I'll be 1100 tomorrow night. Easily going to get there tomorrow night when we do raids and when we do G1, G2. Get boosted through that. It'd be nice. Sitting in the top 20 since I made it into Legends. So max 3 BG games per day for me now. Yeah. I want to get to max. I want to get top 10 and then just hover. It'd be nice to. We'll just see how it goes, right? All right, calm down. I mean, it's good that they're rushing me because then my team... Let them rush me. Let them bully me because... Well, them people chasing us down here. My team should just keep pushing forward. I don't know what they were doing hovering back, thinking that they could do anything about that. It's risky. Managed to get away from that. Heal up. It's going to be risky match. A risky match. Dead. They've got the other one moving. We need to get this one moving. Nice. Most of the time it is that way. In most reigns now, Alex. Keon's is always like free for all on our reigns. And then we only have like one rule really when it comes to items in bulk. Is don't hoard your contributions. Be using your contributions that week. Don't hoard them for the following week. Because that's just unfair on everyone else that does put effort into the ranks. That is normally most rules that most reigns have now. To be honest though, when I go into Keon's, after we've killed the bosses, I just leave. And I never vote on anything. I never pick anything out of the vault. I let everyone have all that. And I always contribute on time as well. I'm not one of these that holds back any contributions. Man, they're not defending very well here, I must say. I thought this was going to be a... I thought they were going to absolutely annihilate us, but their defense is terrible. Does the Immortals get any more hilts? I mean, I've definitely jumped up in hilts more so than what I had when I was Shadow. Evening. Because I was really scraping the barrel when I was Shadow last. Like hills were running dry. Now I've got like 8,000. But welcome in, Phoenix. How are things? We're gonna pop that. See if we can do some extra damage. But I would say if you're doing everything right, yeah, I'd agree with you, Ava. Shadows do get more hilts, is what I would agree with that. It's Weasel. Cheers for letting us know. Oh, the YouTuber changed everything. Weasel. They're now using handles instead of your usernames. Because it makes it there's less chance of people impersonating other people. It's actually a proper good security reason, but still annoying nonetheless. So I don't know how easy it is to change your handle. But I'm pretty sure it is possible to change your handle. I'm now going to have a look. So choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. You can change your handle back within 14 days. Handles can be changed twice every 14 days. Okay. Do you guys want to know how to change your handles? Do you want to know? Go to YouTube Studios, go to customizations, and there you can change your handles. There we go, Alex. It is just in here. Just in here. Handle. You can change it there. Are we going to learn the new essences the next day? I have no idea when they're going to be announcing everything to you guys. No idea. I would expect it to probably be Tuesday at the latest. Because what is it? Wednesday into Thursday, isn't it? So it's the 29th. So yeah, it's going to be over the next couple of days. Because we already knew the 29th because we had it at the Essence vendor, right? So we got one win. Keep away from that demon, huh? Also, another interesting thing is if we deny... You can, yeah. Let's kite him. Cause him issues. Nice, he's down. Let's get this one down as well. Oh. They both got to go down here, right? Yeah, but both are down. Both are down. Both are down. Nice. Did it to you a lot and you want revenge? What is the new Shadow War been like? Because like our server is now doing it for the first time. And like we noticed that one of the clans we expected to be in Vigils wasn't in Vigils. No difference from what you've seen? Interesting. While they push this side, I'm going to try and push the other side. Give them something to mess around with. Nice. That's what we're talking about. Second win. What activities do you need for the 12% badge? You always forget. I'll show you the easiest place to look what you need to do. You never had a fight? Always same no show or few showed up? Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a bit different when we go there. I don't know what it's been like on ours, but... So the easiest way to see cracks, go deeds, go here, go into it, and you can see like in here, everything you need. So and it will tell you what your contributions is, and it'll tell you like how you can get them. Literally has like a list here that tells you what you get for each one. And I mean, like, where am I sitting now? I'm sitting here, and we've only been. It's only our second week of Immortal, so I don't know why it's only earned that one time there. I don't know. Seems all bugged out. Because clearly not right. I had a 12%, 12%, and 8%. Don't know what the other ones were. I normally get 12s. You don't need to be in them anymore, really, Alex. Because the leader can still give out the things as long as you come part of the winning side, right? You don't want to break the streak. No. I wouldn't want to break the streak either. So here we got. Oh man, could this be another win? Couple of touches there. The new system favors the players who are in RE top players for the badge though. It does, and it always has. It always has done. You needed to do it to even to get it before, right? But now we got obviously the marks as well, and the marks are just really weird. But I would say that you want to do ROE at least like once, right? In the cycle. Be part of that team. Especially when you're like obviously the immortal side of it. Someone does big damage. Nice. Yeah, 1 RE was enough before. My leadership favors the strong players, 5k and up. 5k doesn't make you a strong player though. That would be my advice to them. Have a knowledge of what you've got to do. Sometimes it's the best thing. Just having knowledge of what to do, knowing the tactics of a battleground is the best thing you can possibly have. Because if you're one of these people that chases kills and doesn't stand with the idol, doesn't help, you know, do all that side of things, then, you know, it's just shit, right? 3 days of pain. I mean, all of the start of being immortal is like that first few days are actually dreadfully important. You miss one day and that can screw you over big time. Man, we're going big. Just got my Royal and Horn Call to rank 5. Let's go, Ava. Let's go. Never realized how 100% magic find is different from 50% until now. I mean, it guarantees you get a lot more like whites, blues, and yellow items, right? So then you get more crafting materials. From what you're reading, you should be able to get the. You should be able to get it without. From my understanding, is you still should be able to get it without. That didn't change your handle? No, even when I click to go to your channel, it still shows up as Phoenix. You can change your handle once every 14 days, though. It literally states it. Customization. Handle. Literally looking at it right now. Unless you have to log out and then log back in after doing it. I don't know. So that's 3 wins in a row, guys. We're going for it. You're thinking something to yourself. Sorry, my bad. No worries, man. I think it's coming in the patch. I haven't had that confirmed though, so... But it should. Because it is rather off-putting. And this is a mega push. Man, we're getting blasting these kills tonight, BGs. Blasting them. Unstoppable at the minute. I sometimes wish I lived in Sweden or somewhere, something that they got their paycheck on the 25th. The last day of the month. Places in, like different companies in England do different things when it comes to payday. You mean for the time, Brax? I'm not sure if it's going to be this patch where the time adjusts, but I'm expecting it to be. Weasel's done it. What did you have to do? Did you have to log out? Weasel, the amount of times I've done that in studio, don't worry. The amount of times. That is 4 wins in a row. And that is Battlegrounds over because of the timelet. Oh my god. Well, we got the wins in a row. Weasel, don't. The BGs are over, man. BGs are over because of daylight saving times. Yeah, fuck my life as well. Oh well, we've got stuff we can do. I've got some TRs I need to finish. Just had to submit someone on YouTube Studio. That should be better. Perfect. Better, good. Cancel that out, done. Hello or good evening. Hello and good evening. I think we can go with hello and good evening. Over on Twitch, how are things going? Okay. Seems Battlegrounds have come to an end. The patch better change the time, right? Back in gold tomorrow then. So annoying, right? That threw me right out. I didn't even think about the time, to be honest. So we got literally like 30 minutes in of BGs because of the time change. That is absolutely disgusting. Funny, my clan has 3 out of 4 officers and clan leader in RE tonight. Same team as last week. Shows who they favor. I mean, it definitely looks that way. Let's go sort this bag out first, and then we're gonna go do some PvE. Well, that means we're back to the Sunday chill stream. I mean, that is a good piece, right? Look at that. Shame it's got no critical chance on it though, but or critical damage on it. We'll save that. Oh, you mean gold is an immortal? Nice, man. Go save both of those? I did, yeah. Oh, you got to legend a while back. Sitting in 4th. Nice. Harder up than I am. Too many Necros. Like 51 or 52 Necros. Currently sitting in legend. It's like ridiculous. I don't know how many wisps I got actually. $121 wisps. Not too bad. You did a week or so as Druid though. Nice. 121 ain't too bad. It's going to give me... I've got all these I can convert into these as well, right? Or help to get a few extras. Not many, but not many at all. At least I'll be able to craft summon. And I've got a few bits that I've saved. I wouldn't say I've got tons saved. Where are they? This one? Yeah. Save that one. Save that one. We kept that. And I think we even locked that. Look, we've got a few items. I want to keep those two because they're going to help when I push raids tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let's go and see where is it? Oh, it's library. We'll take some library action. Okay. Yeah, you can't do nothing until you invite us to the Immortals, man. You're gonna have to wait until you've got the invite, man. T-Rift time for you as well. I did a couple earlier, so I've only got like 8 to do, but I want to get them all done. We got plenty of time, so just seeing if there's a group show up. Verge is completely done, so there's going to be a lot of... We're going to do a lot of dungeons tonight as well, which is good because we need the wisps. I mean, I'm just going to go in and we're going to find a group this way, I think. Now they've added this new feature in, which is quite handy. My server has 25 Necros in Legend, and surprisingly only 4 Demon Hunters on Legend. Wow. Demon Hunters is the next most on this server. I done Verge at the beginning of the week simply because I had Winds of Fortune buff still. But I didn't get round to finishing TRs, sadly. No work tomorrow? Nice. I'm day off on Tuesday this week. So Tuesday is going to be a day for me to... I'll do a video Tuesday. Ready for release. Probably same day, actually. I'll probably record it Tuesday morning, release it Tuesday. Or record it tomorrow even and release it Tuesday. Day 12 of work. Right, day 12? Holy shit, man. When's your next day off then, Prax? This upcoming weekend, so like you've still got a week's worth of work to do. So you're going to be like 18 days in a row? That's insane. The most ever days I do in a row is 5. And even now I just like... No, BGs. BGs are literally just closed because daylight saving times. And I completely forgot about it. You make 6 figures. Very nice, man. You're bringing home the bread then, bro. Gonna spam Namri. Daylight saving times just threw me right out, man. Like, we could have got another like hour's worth of BG in, but daylight saving times rip. God, see, the wife likes spending it. See, I'd like to earn a lot more money. Don't get me wrong. But I see money as just one of those things where, yeah, I'd like to have a lot more than I've got, for sure. I think anyone would, right? But I'd much rather be happy as well in doing what I do. If I could make as much money as I do in my main job just through streaming and stuff, I would do it straight away tomorrow. And if I knew it was like guaranteed income all of the time, every month, every year, you know. But that is for the future, when I do start to kind of like slow down, I suppose, if I start building now. Because life is very busy at the moment. Even though I only do my 40 hours a week, and then I do maybe 20 hours of YouTube stuff. Maybe 30 hours of YouTube stuff. Yeah, that's the only trouble, right, Alex? The more you earn, the more you're going to end up paying in tax. Got to pay the old tax, man. Yeah, it's mad, right? It's even mad over here. 32% tax. If I make 10k more a year, it goes to 41. So, yeah. And if you're not careful, you go to the point where you end up paying... You end up taking less home than what you take now because of the increase, right? Which does seem brutally unfair. God, this zone is so quick at doing these. I was very fortunate to have had a father who liked to work a lot, left a family with a stable business that I inherited. I'm just hoping I do a good enough job, manage it, and hopefully pass it on. I'm sure you will, Abe. You just got to remember never doubt yourself, you know. Always just keep pushing forward when it comes to what your father wanted for the business, and you'll do fine. At the end of the day, we all make mistakes as well, even in business, right? We're only human. Just learning from any mistakes that's potentially made, and going forward with a continuation of the business. Oh, finally we got a fourth. I just want to see if I got all my gems. I can't remember if I got all my gems today or not. Pretty sure I did. Oh, I only got 8 today. Maybe I didn't. It'll be either tomorrow or Tuesday. I would expect tomorrow. Because we get... They said the 29th, didn't they? So... 29th was the date given at the Essence vendor, so... No worries, Weasel. Enjoy your evening, bro. We're just gonna have a chilled evening, so... It just has turned into a PvE finish up day and questions and answers for anyone that comes in asking about the game, and just us randomly talking about random shit, I should expect, which is just perfect for a Sunday. I wish Attacks for Us worked with Essential Care, because I remember you saying you do palliative care. Yeah. It takes a special type of person to do the job you do, though, man. Anyone that does like care of any sort has got my utmost respect, because that is not an easy thing to do. Yeah, we have it here. Nice. Get these blasters out of the way as quick as I can, because then we can get into doing dungeons. And dungeons means more wisps, better gear next week. How do you feel about closing the in-game personal market and replacing it with an NPC to sell your stuff? Only for a while, they say, until the market bounces back. I mean, I've seen people talking about the idea of that, and I'm not against it, but I mean, once it goes that way, it's going to be hard to bring it back, right? I think that is going to be my qualm with that. Once you get rid of something like the market how it is now, bringing it back is going to be difficult. And I think the issue with that is the market there is to serve a purpose to people to sell their excess gems at probably a higher value than what they would offer us at some sort of vendor. You know, so at a moment in time, for instance, let's say a 1-star. You know, you'd have to the lowest price is, at the moment is 400. And I can guarantee you it wouldn't be 400 with an NPC. I bet they would drop that to like 200. A 2-star 1600, that would drop to 800. And then the 5-stars are very difficult because a 5 out of 5 5-star could sell for 200k. They won't increase the Inferno now, Alex. Because after this difficulty, we're going to get a reduction, right? There won't be Inferno 10. I'd be very surprised if they went to Inferno 10. I reckon we'll go back down to... We'll end up going back down to hell again. I could be wrong. But I think you'll find after this next difficulty, in the next major patch, we will see a return to Hell 1. And I bet we'll drop down to like Paragon, say 500. It will do exactly what we did before, Drew. Maybe not Hell 1, but, you know, into Hell. Or they might just drop us down to Inferno 1. But I don't think we'll see another... I don't think we'll see another difficulty when it comes to, like, Inferno 10. Unless they go down the Torment route. Finally, you managed to reach legend at BG. My brain hurts. Congrats, man. That's a good achievement to get there. Now you can relax once you're there. You know you've got them 10 crests coming. Welcome in. It's really hard to read that blue on my screen. Can you farm plat with ults? I mean, people do it, but it's frowned upon, so I would never advise it. You don't think they'll add torment? I don't think they will, Alex. If you change class, what you'll have to do is you will have to do 20 matches with that new class to then rank as that new class. If you don't do 20, you'll still rank the same as your current class. Ryan, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, Ryan. How are things? Is it bannable? I mean, I'm not sure if people have been banned for it or not, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's not advisable. You're doing great. Good. I'm glad. I'm doing great too, although we didn't get as much time on BGs as we'd wanted because of daylight saving times, but you know, it's Sunday. We're not going to lose sleep over it. We're just going to chill. A chill Sunday stream. The reason I don't think they would do it is because it's a mess. It'll mess up Heliquary now. I mean, I don't know. There'd be adjustments they can make to Heliquary. I'm not sure how they would do it, but I don't think they'll allow the Paragon to grow out of control because it's just a daunting task for a new player. Go do them all. We've got enough to do all the towers. It helps if I go down the right part. There we go. Why would they start people at a higher Paragon though? That seems pointless, to be fair. You know, because you've got a level 1 to 60. What? So when you hit level 60, suddenly you're like level 60, but you're 300 Paragon. That makes no point. That just seems pointless. They would just adjust the Paragon. They would just adjust the Paragon down, so that that person would still have to go through the fact of leveling from Paragon 1. Having people start at higher Paragon levels after they reach level 60 at the start of the game just seems... It just seems not how Diablo ever has played. But that's what they did in China. But in China, they're also allowed to buy and sell accounts. So, you know, I wouldn't always go by just because it's done in China that it could happen over here. Yeah, it's a paid thing. It's not something that's free. And that is the thing, you know, it's a paid thing. So what they would do is if they suddenly said, right, we're reducing Paragon again, they would just adjust that Paragon 600 to the equivalent after the reduction, just like it is now. You know, because effectively we're all what? Here is it. We see, yeah, effectively we're that now, 1,100 Paragons higher than what we actually were. I'm sure I see it as a pay thing. Oh, it's 800 if you pay. Okay. I mean, I think you'll find that that concept will be scrapped and they will just say, right, we're going to adjust the Paragon levels. And then if you want to pay, we'll start you at Paragon 200. Something daft like that. Did I do them all? I must have done, right? Just sitting here thinking I'm going to have another one spawn. Too busy gassing. I mean, I like the idea of it, but I just don't see... I don't see the point in skipping levels. Yeah, I think they would. I'd be surprised if they didn't roll us back. I would just be, yeah, I'd just be surprised if they didn't. You don't like my progression turned down for the second time? I mean, you don't lose any power though. Your power progression is still exactly the same. It's just your level has been reduced. It does mean that they would have to sort out Paragon numbers again, so that you don't lose any Paragon numbers when it comes to the points you can put in a tree. I think we'll see some. I think we'll see something to do with Heliquaries probably in the next, say, 6 months. What reso do you need to reach to get my wings? 4,000. It's 4,000 for these wings. Not that you can see it currently. Yep. For these white wings, it's 4,000. These ones. They're quite nice looking. It does come with a lot of questions, though. I must agree, Drew. I think the next major patch is going to be an interesting one because of all these questions. You're on your way. Only 700 to go. Nice. Nice. Well, I think, yeah, the next major update. When are we actually expecting that? So we're now hitting 1100. So 1200. So 1100 is going to be calendar the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. So the 12th of January. The 12th of January would be 1200. So I reckon by the end of December, we would know what's going on. That's my predictions. If they don't add Inferno 10 in the next patch, then it's definitely going down. I'll get to 4K. I'll then work my way at secondaries. That's exactly what I did. 4K is a good one to get to. Well, the trouble is we've got this update, which is a minor update, right? And then the next update, which will be the major update. So the next major update should be coming in towards the end of December if the timeline works correctly, right? So we should, in theory, know by middle of December what's coming, hopefully. That would be my prediction. And if we've got to set a date to it, we'll have a look in a second. If we're setting a date to it, I will say we would know by... Man, I would actually... I know it's not going to be because we're going to have the wind down for Christmas. I reckon we'll know by... I would say week commencing the 15th of December. Middle of December is what I would say. 15th, around about that. Because Christmas shutdowns and things like that, so. But I think you'll find we will be given like a preview. And then the patch will come at the very, very end of December. Ready for, or maybe even the first week of January. It's a very weird kind of how it falls this year because of how this patch is falling, and with 1200 coming out on the 3rd. 1200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'd be the 12th. So in theory, patch week should be the 5th. So that would mean that patch would be maybe the 7th of January. So maybe it'll be very late December that we find out. So I think it could even be later. I think it could be very late December. I think the patch will be week commencing the 5th of January, is my prediction. But I think we'll either know a couple of weeks before that or very close to that date because of Christmas shutdown. I mean, you could be right. I think it could be any time after the 15th of December we hear. But it all depends on how long... I can't remember how long Blizzard have a shutdown for when it comes to Christmas. When it comes to giving us information over that period as well. Although you don't remember if it was official or rumor, yeah, I'm unsure. Hokan, how's it going? Welcome on in. Anyone that is joining now, sadly, we had to cut short BGs because of daylight saving times. So, rip the plan for tonight, but, I mean, who cares? It's patch week coming up. Anyone that is coming in, though, smash that like button. How is Okan anyway? How are you going, man? How is your weekend been? Same old boss, still grinding. Nice, man. The joys of a Diablo player, right? Or just an ARPG player in general. Yeah, I'm good, man. Weekend went a bit fast, but I think I got the majority of everything I needed to do done. I got one video done today. I wanted to get two, but really didn't have time. I was doing some other things as well. So the other video that I wanted to record today, I'm going to be recording tomorrow night, so. Soon the dark period begins here in northern Norway. From mid-November, the sun don't come up until the end of January. Nope. Gonna try and save me some platinum for a Lego lingering wound pet. Man, just get one like I did. 38% lingering wound, I think it is. 100k. Did we cap on him? Not quite. Oh, we'll go for a couple more minutes and then we'll go and clear the rest. You wish it was that cheap here? I mean, I did pick it up. And it was a bargain. You just got to be on the lookout, right? I was quite lucky to get it. No sun in the UK. I mean, there is stuff that could happen over the next, say, 6 months, man. That could make us all go into darkness, right? I don't know how much you guys follow when it comes to like things that are going on with like the volcanoes around the world, but there's a volcano in Italy that is not looking too good. And that could definitely plunge us into darkness for a while, if that erupted. Try telling it to relax. I mean, I don't know if it's much telling a volcano to relax, man. It definitely should, though. Tell the volcano to calm the fuck down. Man, I think the scientists are literally telling it that. How many were done? 7. Which are the best ones for lingering wounds? It's got to be lingering wounds. Really should be on Brutalon, and then probably or Paragon. Where am I going? Kill these. Kill these. Familiars. So Brutalon should have definitely lingering wounds on it because that is the best one. The other one is Ash Sweeper, right? They're the best 2 as far as I'm aware. There's been so much tectonic activity going around. I follow it quite a lot over. Like, it's been absolutely everywhere. Are you on about the one? I can't. What's that one in Iceland that erupted the other year? The big one, wasn't it? Because the one that's been going off recently hasn't been that bad. But this one in Italy, man, is like a super volcano. Oh, it has to be the one. There's the order, look. There's the order. Cheers, bro. My familiar knowledge, guys. You can't trust my familiar knowledge. That's why I never do videos on familiars. I absolutely hate the system. All I know that I want is a Brutalon and a Dust Prowler, really. Oh, familiar charms is like the biggest con possible in the game, right? Everyone knows that charms are just hilariously bad. Yeah, do you know the one I'm on about, Alex? Campy Flagree. Like, right next to Naples. Man, you should do a guide, Drew. You should do a guide, Drew. You learned the hard way. Are they just... Is it me or are they just overcomplicated? This is where you all say, it's just you, man. It's complicated. I mean, yeah, it's not definitely not rocket science, but it's just, to me, it just seems overly complicated. People should really start getting along soon. It's still in a distant future, but we are going to get another... Man, you're probably not wrong, Alex. Like, the future is going to be weird, right? You get another 50 years, 100 years. What is the world going to be compared to what it is today, right? What are the generations going to inherit from us lot? I mean, there is a lot of stuff going on around the world, right? You know, Drew, but I do try and follow a lot of it. And I think a lot of people are in the same opinion of you, right? But there's even weird shit that goes on over here, you know, when it comes to governments. A lot, it just doesn't make any sense. If Russia is pushed to the absolute end and fires, let's say, nukes. Oh, that would be... That sort of stuff is like, yeah, world changing for sure. If anything like that happened, whether that be Russia or anyone, right? As soon as a red button is pressed. I think a lot of countries are in that same place, Drew. I think most countries, when it comes to how governments are at the moment, need a complete reform about how everything is done, right? You know, democracy. You know, I had this conversation yesterday. Like, democracy and freedom of speech is just in a very weird place at the moment. Because they both should come hand in hand somewhat. But it feels like they don't. And why is this lag suddenly in game? We're the world superpower and doing some really dumb shit at the moment. I could say definitely say the same for over here as well. That's for sure. My daughter has her first crush at school and I don't know how to react. My first thought is to go to her school and tell this kid to back off. What do you guys think? Too much? How old is your daughter? Oh man, it's Darkwood. Oh, hate Darkwood. Trouble is, we was talking about that yesterday, Alex, when I had my partner's parents around. That's all right, okay. And you can interrupt anytime, man. We're just talking shit today. It's just Sunday stream, right? Sunday stream, we'll just let go wild from now on. There's lots of things I want to do in the future, and having a Sunday stream where it just goes wild is definitely going to be something I got planned, especially on the plan for next month. Man, stream elements going mad there. Trump wants a third term. Well, yeah, we was definitely talking about that yesterday and saying like how that the laws forbids it. He just can't do it. But if he does, and he actually does it, right? How is that going to fundamentally change America going forward? If he actually, I don't know, not forces his way, but, you know, changes it so he can. That's going to change America completely. Don't want to interrupt the convo, but I was lately going to ask. Lately, I've seen a lot of Necros upgrading their armor alongside potency. Isn't armor pen more logical in the current meta? I mean, if you're on about the PvP build, Okan, you can drop some armor pen and then go with a bit more resistance, a bit more potency, and then more armor. Bro, people here think Trump is the second coming of Jesus for real. There's stupid, and then there's American stupid, and there's a whole other level. He can do a third term. So what is the rules around the third term? I'm interested. I'll show you my stats when it comes to my PvP build. Dot. Okay, so if he's incapable of finishing a term, so basically you're saying if he was to be moved away from office currently, then again he could then go in to potentially do another third term. That would be the only way he could do it, right? Something is definitely causing that lag. See, that was my understanding, Alex. You've heard some lawyers talk about it, and it's possible to do a third term. Man, I've got to read into that because I literally thought it was impossible. So yeah, going back to Okan, your question here. This is my current stats. I dropped a bit of armor, or armor pen, sorry, and I went into a bit more resistance. And a bit more armor and more potency. That's how I balanced my stats out now. It's quite good for PvP. I've actually enjoyed it like this. I would agree that Obama can't, right? Hey Nora, how's it going? Welcome in. I think I'm just going to restart my game quickly. You've had a busy ass day? Yeah, for sure. Hello, Slacker. Cheers, Zilla. I was hoping to do BGs, right? And then we'd done half an hour and it was like daylight saving times ruined the evening. Yeah, but I think what Drew is saying there, Alex, is if he was not to finish his second term, then technically there might be grounds that he could then do a third term. It threw me right out. It just really ruined my even. It ruined it, Nor. So I'm finishing up these two, and then we're going dungeons. Has that got rid of the lag that I was just having? Because I was just having some bad lag spikes. And so we'll end up talking politics. And how mad the world's gone. You know how it ends up on a Sunday night. Although the BGs that I did 4 and I won all of them, so I weren't complaining. Wanted to do a BG early today, logged in at 9 AM. Guess what? Server time. Absolutely destroyed. I think it should change with the patch. There's possibly a new familiar system coming in. Did you see the post on X then, did you? If anyone else didn't see the post on X, this is the post on X. This is the post on X. Hey, does my skitter wing look weird to you? Do you think stacking armor shatters work like class armor shatters? Spectre glass, lingering wounds, would damage increase once it applies? They all stack together, them ones do, for sure. Wait, we're finally getting the CN pet. I know as much as that post, man. I know as much as that post. That's all I can say. Looks interesting though, right? If so, I've been waiting a year or so, lol. I mean, we haven't had much really change when it comes to familiars, right? Well, I definitely was intrigued to see that post. But you should definitely follow the DI Twitter, guys. They do post little things like that on there every now and again to spike people's interest. It looks like a skin for mosquito pet. I mean, you could say that, right? But if you've got an X account, definitely follow them over there. They do post pretty much every day. Does lingering wounds apply to one target or more? I mean, it would apply to multiple targets, right? It's definitely very interesting. Been wondering if we'd ever get them, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, they're almost always just better or stronger and more expensive. You're probably not wrong. Alex is on the countdown to his immortal reign. Cannot tell that he's excited, for sure. You want back to the shadows? Don't you like being immortals in Zilla? Why do you like shadows more? Oh man, just short. What's everyone else's opinion on it? Do you prefer to be immortal or shadow? I don't like too much stuff to do. I mean, do you think there's more to do as immortal or more to do as shadow? Because I always thought there was like... I always thought like being immortal was a bit more relaxing. Shadow is chill, you think? I don't know if I have the same opinion. That is true. Depends if you're a member or an officer. That is for sure true. Like the 7-week immortal reign is nice. It's a break from being shadows, and then I think the same going back to shadows, right? The immortal dailies are, yeah, are definitely annoying. I'd agree with that statement. You got your 4th week of Blessed Cape today. Nice. Rats. I mean, Keons should just be auto right by now. It should just be something that just happens. And it should just be set at certain times throughout the day as you unlock them. And if people arrive, then people do it. If people don't turn up and they miss out. That would save officers having to open up Keons. Obviously, management for doing, you know, vigils and Rite of Exile has to happen. You've never been a member for Immortals. I hate shadow contracts overall. Shadows are chill, but with the new Shadow War system as officer, we're fucked again and have to do all the shitty stuff. But this is exactly why I said today is, you know, that after this reign, I'm going to pass over the officer role to someone else, whoever we deem worthy. Because for me, with everything that goes on with everything that I do, I don't have the time to help as much as I would like to. You've got the new system tomorrow. You're going to have fun with that. You have to let us know what it's all like, Nora. Ending week 4 with the new system. How you found it then? I've only seen glimpses of it. I don't want to suffer with you. Nora's going to be in a ball somewhere crying. I mean, change, Nora. No one likes change. It's not suffering. I just feel really bad. Like, I see you guys, like today, for instance. I've been online all morning, doing some bits, recording some bits, getting stuff done. And then this afternoon, I see all you guys like, let's get together and plan vigils. And I'm like, man, I'm relaxing now. I'm spending time with a partner. Definitely don't have time to come on the call and organize for vigils. And so I just feel bad, and where someone else may have the time and I just don't have the time. It's nice if you want more fights. If you want zero effort, it's and it can mess with vigils. Oh, we noticed that it can mess with vigils. We was expecting one of the clans to be in there this week and they weren't, so. I mean, that's not a bad way of looking at that, Nora. Because you and Spirits are obviously a, you know, married couple, you can do all of that. Do all of that yourself. That's actually a pretty good way of managing it all. Makes it less... Does it make it less stressful? I suppose it does, right? I swear no one wants responsibilities. It'll be interesting when we like start saying to people who wants to take Loris' role as officer, who wants to help. A lot less stressful. I can imagine that is. I don't know if Rug would enjoy that or not. Maybe we should start a petition up. No, we better not. Poor Rug. You don't have to argue with the positions and such. No, I mean, that's a good way of managing it all, Nora. He will change 100 times. He would. Definitely. Yeah, not anymore, Alex. That's what it seems like anyway. From what I've seen in the images of the new system. Use officer for elders over on pools before We don't get stressed in the clan when it comes to Akuma. You know, I think we're quite chill. But I think somewhat maybe too relaxed. Especially in recent times. And I think it definitely helped with someone taking over my role to help you guys out more, Zilla, for sure. Officer role is like working for free. You're not wrong. And I can't commit to that. Like my working week, as well as doing my content and growing my channel. I have to focus on the channel after working, and not. I can't really focus on helping the clan stuff when I have like streams, videos, and stuff like that. Especially if I want to grow in the right way. But I'm definitely not going anywhere. Like, I'm staying in the clan. I don't plan on going anywhere at this moment in time. I think that's 10 done. I think we're done. Are we done? Yes. Let's get out of this awful place. I'm not allowed to go anywhere? I don't plan on going anywhere. That is the good news. I don't plan on going anywhere at all. Wait till your clan lead. Loads of random people talk. I get that anyway, Nora. You already let us suffer without... without... Yeah. Don't want to collect the experience. How many hit 1100 in the clan anyway? Only 3 of it. At least you got to 1100. 2 people did. Good. Okay. I think we're ready to do some dungeons. You just hide up and throw the husband at it. The trouble is, what I find is I get, because of YouTube, I get people add me as friends. I get kind of whispers, questions, which I love answering. You know, it's never an issue. And then I get all the Discord stuff, all the comments and stuff on YouTube. It's just, there's much more to it. The trouble is, you're in a well-known clan though, right? Like Akuma, Entropy are both well-known clans, 2 different servers. You know, so they're bound to get people who are always talking to them. Your spirit is his wife. You should just say no. Say who? I don't have no idea who you're talking about. Sorry. You also get the Arabic community reminding me of your name. Ask Spirits, not me. Nice. That response would be so good. Oh, take it. Bin's gone offline. Spirits has all the answers though. But does he have all the correct answers? I mean, you two are very knowledgeable at the game. That's for sure. You're just one human. Are we gonna cap? Oh, easily. You should do, Alex. You should have Corvus tomorrow. Well, yeah, you find out answers by answering questions, right? That's the only way you're going to get answers, or knowledge, more knowledge in it. Asking the questions. It's the only way to learn. That's what I don't get when people are afraid to answer questions sometimes, or ask questions sometimes. Let's go. No question is a dumb question. I live my life by that. If you're not going through life without asking a million questions, then you're never going to learn a lot of things in life. Maybe I do braids on my beard. I sometimes do like Viking beads and stuff in my beard. Do I know how many questions a child asks every day? I don't think there's enough zeros on the end of that to make it enough, right? What is up? How is it going? I have no idea who you are, or whether you're a regular or not, because everyone's using handles. But welcome in, Hector. I don't know if I recognized your logo or not. Yeah, you seem to have done all you right for yourself going over there, Alex. Adults should be the same with questions. I agree. Everyone should ask questions, no matter how old you are, young you are. Everyone should be asking questions. If you're unsure for something in life, you ask. And never feel silly for asking, even if the question seems really silly. Yeah, that is the trouble with this day and age, right? People are scared to look dumb. I get it. I get it, I suppose, but that anxiety of looking silly, I suppose. YouTube have changed it. Yeah, you go. We definitely know Havoc's logo, look. But YouTube have changed it, so anyone that's just joined it, YouTube are changing it so you only use your handles for now. Can you ask someone, when is when is Keon? Why is Keon? How is Keon? Fucking never. Keon has been deleted. You prefer to cross-reference data to be able to learn to come out with an actual concrete answer from different variables? I mean, that's not a bad way of learning. I'd agree. Got the laggiest dungeon in the game. The trouble is, you tell them when Keon's going to be. So Keon's is going to be at 6:30. At 25 past 6, people are like, why isn't Keon's open? Who's opening Keon's? At 31 minutes past 6. Keon's isn't open, guys. Open Keon's. Do it now. Who's doing it? When is Keon's? Path of Blood is a breezer, right? You do it once and it's done. And it's lagging game. Shadow, that is so cheeky. That's well good. That just doesn't work for my timing again, which is annoying because of work. Old fashioned, your old clan. Nice. I've only been in like 3 clans, I think. I'm sure it's only 3 clans. I was in Sixers, Entropy, and now Akuma. I think that's all I've ever been. Two more than you. You've stayed in the same one all the time. Wow. If you've always stayed in the same one, that's pretty impressive. No one knows yet, Alex, as far as I know. When it comes to the max CR. I don't think anyone's worked out when it comes to the greens, right? What is the max greens? Anyone know? Obviously, max CR on legendaries is different. Because a legendary gear grows with you. But greens will have a ceiling. I've not worked out yet. How you put a pup screen picture up. Let's go have a look. Epics. Oh, in the standard, but the standard pose as well. Look. That is the stream pose. It's 2765 on greens. There we go, Alex. The standard stream pose there. Oh, Zillow, I just see your post in the Discord. You might as well have said pineapple on pizza in the Discord by saying that. You had your own clan for 1.5 years and burned out? Yeah, I learned by having own guilds in WoW. For years, like, I didn't want to do runnings of clans. Fuck that. Having a clan helps your OCD. How does it help? In what way does it help the OCD? Oh, just because you get to organize everything. I see. I see. It makes sense. Yeah, I get that. Stash is always unorganized in this game, though. No matter how much you organize it, it will always turn into a shit show every single time. Because there's no real way of organizing them. How is your stash organized, Nora? Like screenshots. I want to see how you organize it. I want tips because my stash is just horrendous. Everything just goes everywhere. There's no organization to it. I lose shit all the time. Jaeger's like, mine is organized-ish. I like the new Battle Pass cosmetic. I like it. I did wear it for a day. I just preferred this one. Yours gets organized twice the difficulty. I don't get time for that shit, man. I just want to be able to organize it once per difficulty and leave it. Maybe I should get into the habit. The tab thingy is handy. So how do you organize it though, Nora? Is it like a tab for rings, a tab for boots? Oh, the list. I just find you don't get to see the list as a... It's like... the list could be better, right? I find the list is just... It needs to be like so you get more in the frame instead of just like what you get now. Why this dungeon all the time? Adjusting the size of stuff in the list would be great. I think it would be a nice addition, right? I do rings, belts, neck, one spot, then hands, boots, Legos, then charms, and last for gems. Okay, maybe I have to have a look at mine and redo mine properly and see how long it lasts. I'll give it a week. Oh, you put it in Discord. Get on this lift quickly. See, this is what I mean though. Like this could be better, right? Like I would like these to be smaller. Okay, so you got I8 there, I9, charms, Sada, Wiz. I9, charms. Did you miss a bag? What's in the other ones then? Are the other two that you skip just random shit? That is well organized though. Oh, it's a fixed gear, right? Two are empty. A search function would also be very good. I would agree. You've gotten 6 green goblins so far and you're... What the... Send me some of the green gobbos, man. Someone got pants? Man, may they rest in peace. One day we'll get new pants that are better than them pants. I hope we get some good pants this Essence run, right? If you class change, you need other tabs. Yeah. Probably another round of poop. I mean, probably, right? We haven't had much good really in the last, I would say in the last year. We're all going to be pantless. I mean, we did have this conversation a few weeks ago. I think it was me and you, wasn't it, someone? Like, can you imagine suddenly, like, Necros are just like, nah, we don't want to run pants. We're just going to run around with, like, a loincloth. Done. Pantless grandbaby. We're just going to scare people running around pantless. Like, that's enough fear in itself. Done. The pantless gang. Just a tabard. New Necro pant essence. Tabard. Be careful of the direction of the wind. Loincloth. Look at this tallywhacker. A Warfong. Man, Warfong, that's quite a good name. 5 tabs is not enough if you have all classes. It isn't. I agree. Maybe they should put another tab on there for 100,000 platinum each. But you can't play all classes. Meta is changing. That's agreed. I think my next class will be Crusader, I think. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. We'll see. We'll see how far we get with these new essences. Necro on a horsey. Exactly. The Undead Knight. I like that, Nora. Maybe I should... Nah, maybe I won't. It'd definitely be Necro next. Necro? Seder next. Depends on how quick we get the Necro essences and we see what builds we can make. And then we'll most probably go straight onto Seder. It's almost 1 AM for me, so time to get off. Or my wife gonna... You're gonna be on the couch, man. Take care, Alex. Enjoy your first day back as a mortal tomorrow. Man, seeing the in-game clock is just throwing me out completely, though. I'm not gonna lie. They better change it this week. What was killing me? Oh, it's chains. That bullshit. M2K, I don't know if I recognize your logo as well. They're using handles now on YouTube, but when it comes to your question, welcome on in. Any informations about nerfs this week? Nothing from me at this moment in time, man. You should hear stuff over the next couple of days. All the chatter will be coming up very shortly. But that is all we can say. Just hope that Necro is not nerfed. What do we all reckon? Necro nerf? No way to invite the team in a basement. In the basement. In the basement? What the fuck is that all about? Nora's like, no. I don't think build is old. Not allowed. I'd agree. You just found your comfort. Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's gonna be any. I hope there's not, right? I don't think the Necro, personally, I don't think that Necro needs any changes. But I know that people are calling for it, right?
Oh, the things we shall accomplish together.
That's exactly what I want to go say to next, Nora. But I will start playing, like, I think over the next, well, it'll be November, probably mid-November, that I go and be Seder. And I'll most probably stay Seder until mid-December. Then possibly back to Necro for a bit. And then January we'll start plowing through the classes in the new year. Because January will be a year since my channel got to 1,000 subscribers. So the first month of monetization. So I want to go from that month onwards, really pushing hard into content as much as I can anyway. I've even got plans like for more videos, more streams, but we'll talk about them plans next month. Seder was fun, but Necro more comfy in your opinion? I mean, it's just simple, right? What class has had a current build nerfed 3 different times? I mean, I don't think there's any, right? I would agree with you, so. Waiting to see the new essences and balance changes before our class change. It's probably a good idea to wait. We can never go on speculation, right? Having to be aware of where my party is. Was a Bull Lake? Yep. I can imagine. Been playing the build for... The trouble is, right, someone like that build, the dot build, right? And what I found amazing about the dot build is lots of us were playing it, but it hadn't been put out by a creator. Not that I was aware of. Rip. And then as soon as I put that Necro dot build out, Necro community just exploded. And it's not stopped. It's not stopped growing since that video went out. Like, when did that video go out? When did I put that one out? That was, believe it or not, that was August 19th. Like 2.5 months ago. Which is mad in itself to think that alone was 2.5 months ago. And then the build is a very old build. Nothing special really. And the amount of people that are actually like, this build, why is this build a thing? It needs to be nerfed. It needs to be this. It needs to be that.
Oh, the things we shall accomplish together.
Like the amount of tears that I've seen on Twitter is just unbelievable. On Twitter or on Reddit is just unbelievable. You can blame me. I don't mind. Oh, nice. I like these portals. Cry babies. I mean, they are, right? There's been a lot of it. Too much of it. I like how someone put that comment on Twitch, and then Prax, you come in with that comment. It was like it was made to be. It was just meant to be, like, perfectly timed. That's all there is in Reddit. I mean, when it comes to Necros, there is so much of it that goes on. Like, every month I see at least a dozen posts that are like, Necros broken. Nerf Necros. And I try to explain to people, like, it's not that Necros are OP, it's just that we figure out things. We figure out different builds. Like the dot build. From the first time I put the dot build out, and to even to what people use now, I don't use that many dot gems. People are on about using like Seeping Bile, they're putting in Viper's Bite, they're putting in all the dots that they can possibly think of. But they don't need all of those. Like, they don't need them all. But this build, this dungeon build's been out God knows how long, and I'm ready for a new dungeon build, like one that's as good as this, if not better. We need a meta shift when it comes to PvP and PvE. In all classes, in my opinion. You had to tell someone for saying nerf Necros, had to explain it also. The build doesn't scale well with Rezo though, meaning I can't 1v1 a 12k Druid or BK if I'm equal. I get it. What do you have to swap around to become good enough to do that, someone? It's funny, to be honest, people complain way too much without actually trying to figure out a way to fight against them. It is counters. Counters are the issues. Like someone saying on Twitch, like Druids and BKs, they're just, we all know what they're like when it comes to the dot build, right? And how do someone, your opinion would be good on this actually. What's your opinion of the debuff build? The dot build is amazing if it's the dot build is amazing if you're 5k and under. Okay. What about the debuff build? Or was that about the debuff build? Oh, the debuff. My opinion of it, and I know you haven't probably heard my opinion of it. My opinion is, at any level, it's a meme. Even in Legends, it's too niche in random battlegrounds. And the fact that when you place the debuff on the ground, I mean, NA, if you got a lot of BKs, then yeah, you can find a use for it, right? But the most annoying thing for the build for me, you place the Dark Curse, yeah? And then 0.5 seconds later, it puffs up to do the debuff, right? By that time, someone's moved. You can never really predict where it's going to be. And I know people say stun them first. and you have to stun and fear first for sure. But the fact is that 0.5 seconds, even if you stun someone, is still the most annoying part of the build. And the actual radius, right? It needs to be bigger. Only 36. We got 50. We had 51 earlier. It's a long cooldown as well. Agreed. Battlegrounds, Necro. I got to 23 though. There you go. 50, 51. It's definitely, I'd agree with that. Like, we tried, and I don't think you was in the stream when we tried this a few weeks ago, but we tried to build around it because obviously you can change certain things when it comes to your gear when you go into BGs, right? You can use the armory, but you can't change green sets. So the dot build needs grace or agments. The debuff build needs mount banks, right? You don't want to be using the debuff build without mount banks, in my opinion. So you can't go in half-assed. You need to commit or not commit. And now I was finding that going in with the debuff build, and bearing in mind, this is the end of last season we're talking about here, someone. I was at like 4,100, 4,200 rating. There was 6 or 7 BGs in a row where I had no use for the debuff build. Demon Hunters. That's not so bad, I suppose. The mix of the other classes is not so bad, apart from Tempest. Rip Tempest. You know, so I actually found that my utilization of the new build wasn't being used, and I would actually be a better benefit to the actual matches I was going into playing my dot build. So to me, on the Europe servers, the dot build is a meme. It's good in practice if you're using it in maybe in Vigils or in Rite of Exile, where you can actually like physically go, okay, we're going to use that because we got an idea of what the team's going to be. But in random BGs, it's just not worth going for. And I wish that weren't the case. I wish we could use it because it's a cool idea for a build, but it just feels quite clunky. Man, I've hardly seen any green goblins. 17 Necro, 14 Demon Hunters, 10 Wiz, 7, 8, and 9 Satyrs, 8 Tempests. You've got a fairly even amount of Druids, Monks, Barbs, and Blood Knights. That's pretty good. Oh, you've had a lot of people leave as well this reign. Frags, Barb has got the most on your server. That is a very odd thing.
That raft is the only way forward, it seems. Your grave beckons.
My server, 9 to 10 each class are legends. Barb has 17. Necro is just dominating on this server. And don't get me wrong, like they need to do something when it comes to the amount of classes that goes into one battleground. I personally think we were talking about this on my Discord yesterday and saying like maybe they could limit it to 2 of each class And then for the classes that are going in that are underutilized, maybe give them sort of like extra reward for playing that class in Battlegrounds. I don't know how that would work or if that would even be a good idea, but when it comes to one class being just dominating, just because their class stacking makes it feel that that class needs a nerf, even if it doesn't.
Done by their own ambition.
I wish they would put some engines on these rafts as well so we can actually speed this dungeon up.
Die and rot. It is not my time, it seems.
Must say, it's been quite good that we've had no leaks for this set of this patch. From what I can see online, there's been no leaks. I haven't seen any leaks. Which is the first in a long time. Wow, you've got 147 people that are on your battleground as Necros. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, I know. It's incredible, right? That we've not had any leaks this time round. Considering like the last few patches, there's always been leaks. I'm pretty impressed by that. Yeah, I think you're correct on that, Shadow. You must not forget that many who have now noticed that Necro works well with Dot in the current meta simply switched to it because it was easy. They did not have to farm any essences because of it. I mean, that is a good point for sure. They are older, and for many builds that are currently good on the other classes of current meta, they have to farm for a long time. Yeah, for sure. I get that. The appeal for Necros is the fact that they're still very good in both PvP and PvE as well, though. And because they haven't had a big, like you say, a big meta change in many, many months, makes it even more appealing. But it doesn't make them broken in any way. I know some people are saying, oh, Fateful Frame needs a nerf because it does this, if it does that. You know, maybe Grace needs a nerf because it can do this and it can do that. Maybe other things about a Necro needs a nerf. But I personally don't think that, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think Necros are OP. I would say we're just in a very good place. Maybe other classes need to be brought up in line with that and have counters for Necros. And now that many think Necro is OP, and that's not the reason, it's only hard if you have 3 or 4 Necros on your team. They growth. The trouble is, you have more Necros on a team, it's actually has a negative impact because of dots and the way dots work. Because a lot of dots don't stack. A lot of dots literally only are like one on that target. You can't have like 2 Necros apply the same dots. And that's why I took out Viper's Bite from my build, because Viper's Bite at this moment in time is just pointless. Same with Seep and Bar, right? Seep and Bar would also come under that. When we have 3 Necros on a team, we lose the agreed. I don't think we necessarily need a faster way to get essences. I think that there just needs to be that cap maybe on how many classes can go into, or how many of one class can go into the battleground. Limit the amount. Have a longer queue, but limit the amount, right?
We shall accomplish together.
You know, would we sacrifice waiting longer in a queue to be able to have a more balanced battle? I think most people would agree that would be a good idea. You know, maybe have a longer queue time, but maybe they could put on an extra couple of hours of battlegrounds per day because of that queue time. But there has to be a way of making it more balanced, right? Because if not, we're just going to see more seasons of one class stacking. Whether that be Necros, whether that be Blood Knights, Druids, Demon Hunters. It will eventually go down the list and affect us all. I don't know about the whole day. But maybe a good portion of the day it should be open. Just something to make it just better. Because if not, we're always going to get this Necro broken, someone else is broken, Barb's broken. Because it was Barb before, wasn't it? I think it's been most classes before. And the other thing that I don't like is that the fact is we got 2 classes currently that can't be affected by CC, right? I don't like that.
It's sinking. That monster could drag me into the ocean. Need to get below.
Help us! You have to!
No more prisoners.
Agreed, someone, and that is the issue at this moment, right? Because then nothing is skill based, really.
There has to be a way to pierce it.
Like, something, there needs to be more skill based games in the game, right? Whales will always hop to the meta. I'd agree with that. Yeah, for sure. That statement is always going to be the great thing. Oh, agreed, Shadow, for sure. I mean, in some ways, but the issue is that we've now got tournaments in the game which we're having like Bound of Realms, right? So shouldn't that require some sort of skill?
Where is this place? Did anyone survive? This evil ends.
Agreed. The only way you'd have skill in this game, though, is if everyone would go in, especially into Bout of Realms, for instance. If everyone was going into Bout of Realms with the same resonance.
We grow ever stronger.
I agree. I really don't know how they can make it more skill based. But you're always going to get people, when a game like this, you're going to get people going, oh, this class is broken, nerf it. Then a nerf comes, a new build is found. Oh, this class is now broken again because they found a new build. Nerf that build. Rip legs. Or rip pants. This one now needs nerfing because they're having too much fun. Fun police come out, destroys the build. The fun police, man. You gotta watch out for the fun police. It's like these people are having too much fun on this class. What's going on here? Get the sirens on, lad. Get the sirens on, lad. We need to go investigate this. Oh, well, we see the Necros are using a build that was 8 months old, and they're now dominating in Battlegrounds. death of Necro. Not that I think it's going to happen, but that's what people want to happen. The problem is auto-tracking spells hit 5 times harder than skill shot ones. I didn't mean to click leave. Fuck my life. High reso tend to play always better because the games, if they don't carry or have a high impact, they will just lose the game easily. I mean, but a game should be about winning and losing, right? I think people have forgot that. A game should be about winning and losing. If you're not playing the game just to win and lose, then you're not going to be having fun in the game, right? But it's all about everything. I think everyone does though, right? You know, when it comes to all games, no matter whether it's Diablo, COD, Battlefield, no matter what the game is, it's all about winning and the losing, you know, and not becoming that person that gets salty when something doesn't go their way. Everyone does love to win. Everyone does love to win, but there always has to be losers. Essence bad drop? What essence you been trying to farm? You just got to keep grinding. The grind is real. The thing that annoys me with people that lose, and I know we've all seen this in the battleground, you know, you get them people that are like, oh man, it's going to be another loss. PvE players, go back to PvE. Uninstall the game. So them sort of people are like, what? Why? Just why? We'll lose this one, go and win the next one. And then lose this next one and win the next one. Who cares? The game is just a game. We all play it just to relax, chill, get away from the monotony of real life, right? You know, that's what a game should be about. If you're getting stressed and getting salty in a game, then you don't enjoy the game, right? remember the Scorch Arcane win combo of the Wiz. The Fun Police came and nerfed the Scorch. So the Fun Police. Such a good saying. I love that saying. Many try to find someone to blame because many see in the game always a chance to win if everyone would do this or that, but no one can carry win. I mean, that is a fact, right? It's very rare you'll do a match that only one person can carry the whole team. The best ones, though, are the keyboard warriors. Don't forget the keyboard warriors. You know, they are the worst part about Battlegrounds sometimes. Yeah, you have to love a good keyboard warrior, right? They start even before the battleground begins. Not true. More than 50% of matches, one guy has 3 to 4 badges, like 20 kills. I mean, it doesn't. For me, I don't see it happen very often. Oh, don't get me wrong. I see people with a lot of kills, but that doesn't mean they carried the match. Because kills don't mean you carried. You know, people need to remember, like, you can win a battleground, and you could have 30 kills on your team, and the other team have 60. But you can actually win that battleground because you've played the tactics better than the enemy team. When the keyboard hero strikes, someone has activated Battlegrounds Ultimate. It's like they've activated Bloodlust from WoW, and they've just started attacking their keyboard frantically, smashing their face against it. I mean, certain ones do happen for sure, Shadow. You know, a certain tank may be able to push, you know, the idol by themselves, right? Oh my god, why? Why? All shit. Oh well, some more wisps. But guys, sadly, our time has come to an end for our Sunday stream. But we've got a lot happening this week. A lot happening this week. We're going to have a video out tomorrow. We're going to have a video out Tuesday. Hopefully another one out by the end of the week. So it's going to be a busy week for videos. We got a stream coming up on Wednesday, on Friday and Sunday again next week. Lots of stuff to talk about. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. We've got lots to look forward to. Today has been a blast. We didn't get to do Battlegrounds for very long. Hopefully they fix daylight saving time quickly in the game so we can still enjoy our Battlegrounds on our streams. That tank push, because his carry spawn is... If his team are doing good, then the tank can push, right? And that is doing the tactics correctly. Everyone knows who's that BK. We're talking about a rug, right? a rug on the EU servers. He pushes so well when it comes to the idol. Very, very strong. But November's coming up soon, guys. We've got some plans for November. Definitely got some good plans for November. What we're going to do, and I'll quickly say this now before I go. This will be the last note I'll leave on. And you guys have a think about it, who's currently here. And if you're on my Discord, tell me what you think of the idea. I'm thinking about having Sunday streams as like, more like we do already, very, very chilled. But I'm thinking about bringing like something into it so we can possibly do an extra bonus stream the following week. So my idea at this moment in time, and I've still got to work it all out kind of how I want to do it, is possibly do it so we have people come in and maybe do some like super chats and ask some questions that they want to get answers for, and see if I've got the answers for them. And if we get a certain amount of super chats on a Sunday, possibly then activate a bonus stream the following week on a Tuesday or something like that. Still working things out, but it's just coming up with some ideas how we can bring me to you guys more often. Spawn camping should be addressed 100%, Ava. I hate the fact that in that middle zone after the first like bits, they can just kill you there over and over again. I really dislike that. But guys, that's the plan for November. You heard it here first. Watch out for the Discord. More information coming about that soon. It's just so you can see me more. And I think having like a bonus stream each week going forward from November might be a cool idea. See how people feel about it. But guys, it's been a blast. I'm going to bed. Work tomorrow. We'll see you Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever's left of it, and enjoy your Monday and Tuesday. We'll speak to you Wednesday, guys. Peace out.